FullSize Draco right here. And my FullSize Draco is a little bit different, all right? What I did with my FullSize is that I welded a barrel extension onto the front of it and made it to where I can put a stock on it instead of a brace. So we have this Draco stocked up instead of braced up. And this thing shoots like a full-size weapon. It does not shoot like a pistol no more. And I pretty much consider this a rifle now. I mean, it is a rifle now. It is no longer a pistol. It is a rifle. And, y'all, let's go over a few of the things that I've done to this. All right, so first off, let's talk about this. I took the rear sight off and I put a pick rail so I can put a red dot on. Now, in taking the sight off, I did not delete having a sight. What I did is this actually has the sight where you focus down the center, and you know, it's just basically a replacement sight that's a rail. So you can still use this as a sight. And also, let's go on with the rest of the stuff I've done to this. Put a Kyber Customs cheese grater on here, and we have Kalashnikov wood on here, and this is what is this called? This is the half dong or something. It's not the long dong. It's half dong. I didn't want the one that went super far. I wanted it where it was not overbearing. So that's where this comes in. So got that from Kalashnikov. And we also have the KGB grip, and I did the leather wrapping on the grip and stained it to try to match the color of the wood. And while we have that there, we also have the ALG trigger on this. So it's a lot been done to this thing. Yeah, the ALG trigger is I think a 2.5 pound trigger. So we have all of that, and I also have the charging handle extension, and I put an enhanced safety on it as well. And the barrel extension came from US Machine Guns. So this gun's pretty awesome. You know, I have one of my buddies that hit me up all the time talking about I don't show it enough love, and you know, he's absolutely right. I don't show this gun enough love. I've done a lot to this gun, and it's easy to forget sometimes when you have them sitting in the safe and all that. But yeah, I've actually done a whole lot to this gun, and this is a very good gun. This gun has never failed. So, you know, this is the FullSize Draco, J Snow style, FullSize Draco. Now, what I'm going to do, something a little bit different. All right, this is not a Draco. A lot of people call Zastavas, however you're supposed to pronounce it, Dracos. They are not Dracos. They do not have Draco stamped on them, and these guns are better than Dracos, in my opinion. You know, some people may argue me down about that, but a Zastava beats Draco hands down every day, and I have a couple of them.
Feel that already.
But I only have one full-size Draco, so I decided to go ahead and snatch out my M85. And do a little comparison with the M85 in this video. All right, so M85 takes 5.56 223 rounds. M92 takes 7.62 by 3.9 rounds, like the Draco, but the M85 was closer, so I grabbed it. All right, so we're going to talk about the M85. And another reason is my M85 actually has pretty much the same setup, just a little bit different than this Draco. I actually had the barrel extension welded onto the M85, bringing it to compliant length. So I put a stock on the M85, bone steel stock instead of a bone steel brace. And I did the leather wrapping on the stock and on the grip, which we have an NDZ grip on it. And as you know, these already come with the polished bolt and the enhanced safety. And we also have Kalashnikov wood on the front of this one, just like we have on the full-size Draco. And I have a Midwest Industries railed gas block on there. Midwest Industries railed gas block, which, you know, this actually came with a rail on it. So it still has the sights, the original sights on it and everything. So, you know, that is the long and short of this. But, you know, these are not Dracos. I hear a lot of people calling them Dracos all the time, but no, Draco is an actual brand of gun, you know. So, you know, and some people call any short AK a Draco. That is not the case. Any AK-47 pistol, you know, there are differences. You have your Dracos, you have your M92s, your M85s, you have your Arsenals. You know, there's several different guns, and Draco is just a brand like Nike. So, but like I said, this is not a Draco, but I've done the same thing to it as I did to my full-size Draco. All right, so that's the M85, everybody. That's the M85. So you guys tell me, which one would you prefer? The Draco or the M85? Draco or the M85? So, all right. These things is heavy. All right, so if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe so you can follow the journey that I take all of these weapons on. And make sure you check out the other videos where I cover the micro, the mini, the NACs and all that. And Johnny Snow up out of here.